Thanks again for using my Spanish Lab. I'm so excited that you used it and that you're happy with it, with the using the student activities manual. But my Spanish Lab is so much more than just the student activities manual. And I know when we talked about it last year, we said we'd start small, get used to the format, and now that you're used to how the grade book works and how you know how to assign things, because you did assign the student activities manual, I want to show you a few other things that you can actually utilize for your students other than just the student activities manual. And this is things, again, they can do either outside the classroom to help try to give them more exposure to listening and practicing Spanish, or you can use them for in-class activities. Either way, but it's just a different way to get your students involved in the Spanish language and the Spanish culture. So we're going to click on the assignment calendar, and over here is the little view by, and there is a drop down menu here, because right now it's set default as table of contents, which is how you usually assign your activities, the student activities manuals or whatever. But if you want to kind of see really what the resources are quickly, I think this is actually an easier way to see it. And you can play with it and see, but this actually shows you the different activities and e-text links and so forth. But I'm going to click on activities and show you just the different resources that you have for your students. And right here it's going to show you the e-text activities, extra practice, games, the student activities, video activities. So all this is right here. If you want to explore these, you can. You just do the same thing. You just double click, and you can assign these from here as well. And you see the familiar icons here with the pencils and the checks and the little blue boxes for the multimedia activities. But for example here, let's click here that we're in the e-text activities. And this is an area where they can actually just click here on the listen.
Buenos días, Jorge.
And then they're going to answer based on what they're listening to.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, María. ¿Y tú?
Bastante bien.
Check what they're listening to. Go for submit it to grading. It's going to go to your grade book just like the student activities manual. So this just kind of takes it a little step further. And then another fun activity for them to do, I think, are games, because they can do this at home and it gives them a little break from the monotonous of just doing the typical multiple choice questions or reading. And you can also, maybe this would be a fun one to do in class. And I'm going to show you. This one is kind of like the modern day version of Hangman, not the modern day version, but the Spanish version, I guess. Maybe y'all play. But they're going to basically look at the clue, and then they get to throw soccer balls at the goalie until they answer. They get actually about 5 balls to throw. So click. So that was the wrong one. Yeah, we got one. And I don't know my Spanish very well. Oh, we got it. So then they would go to the next word. And we'll start all over again. So there's 10 of these. So this is just a fun way for them to get through an activity and a learning activity. So I think that they would really enjoy this. And again, you could call students up in a little class to come have them do this, or you could assign it for homework. And again, so anyway, so this, if you wanted to assign this or any of these, you would just drag and drop. And you see that it's here. So, and the same thing goes down with the practice, SAM activities, the video activities. They're all right here. More oral practice, any of these. You just have to take the time and go through these and look to see which ones that you might want to apply. And maybe you just want to do one, you might just want to do games this semester, or pick two. I challenge you to pick two of these. What you think is going to help increase the talk time or increase the students' immersion into the Spanish course more. And excuse me, I'm sorry, I have a cold and my voice is running a little bit dry, but I hope that you can see that there's more to My Spanish Lab than just the student activities, and there's so many different ways that your students can benefit from this. You don't have to use everything in here, but I encourage you to pick just a few of these and assign them for the next semester. So thank you very much for your time, and I'm sorry that I'm joking, but I'm gonna go get a glass of water.